Okay, so today we're going over functions review. So this was the very first unit. So very first month of school, we did functions. So how all of these review videos or all of these review sheets go is I'm going to go through some example problems and notes with you, which is on the left column. Then you have to do the practice problems. I want you to actually do them on your own. I will put answer keys to them on Canvas the day, not the same day they're due, the day after, because I want you to try them first. So the day they're due, I'll put the answer keys on. You can check them, but I want you to try them first. I'm just going to go over the example problems and notes, and then you're going to do the other ones, okay? And I'm sorry about the clicking of the pencil. I forgot to get the rubber tip that I usually put on them. That makes it a lot less noisy. Okay, so remember with functions, it was really just a lot of inserting x, okay? So, looking here, f of 2, we plug it into the equation that says f, so we need to match. This is an f, so we're going to grab the equation that says f, okay? And normally it says f of x, right? Right there's an x. Instead of x, we're plugging in 2. So what's that spot supposed to be? That's going to be a 2. So we're changing that x to be a 2. So it's just 2 minus 1, okay? Which is very simple. 2 minus 1 is 1. Not too hard. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Next one, that's a g. We're going to be using the equation that says g. Instead of x, we're plugging in negative 2. So we're going to have 3 times negative 2. Okay, I like to put parentheses because if I was to type this in the calculator, our calculators can get finicky with negatives. So I always like to use parentheses. So 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Okay, let's go to the next one. This says f. That says f. Okay, that's an x. That's an x, so I'm not changing anything. So I'm going to have x minus 1, okay? Because I'm using the equation that says f. So I'll put that in parentheses. Then plus g. This one says g. Still an x. So that's not going to change. So plus 3x, okay? So since this is a positive, it just makes all that still positive. So we just have x minus 1 plus 3x. Well, 3x plus x equals 4x. Okay? And then we're left with the negative 1. So 4x minus 1. All we're doing is adding the equations together and putting like terms together, okay? These are like terms. We got a 3x and an x. We've done this so many times, putting like terms together. So I hope, since we've done it so many times, that by the end of the year you have it down. So 3x and an x. Put all those are like terms. We get 4x. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one, we have an f. Well, that's an f. So again, x minus 1. Then we have subtraction. Then we have a g of x. So we plug in g of x, which is 3x. Put it in parentheses. Oh, hey, since I have a negative, I need to distribute the negative. Okay? Make sure we're distributing the negative. So now I just have x minus 1 minus 3x. Put like terms together. X minus 3x, negative 2x minus 1. Okay? Not too hard. Okay, so next one. Do we remember what this says? It's f of, so that O means of, f of g. So remember, f of g was the same thing as this. G is inside of f, okay? G is inside of F, like those Russian nesting dolls I'd always talk about. How if you open a Russian nesting doll, there's another doll. You take that doll out, open it up again, there's another doll inside of it. Okay, these are equations in equations. So I like to rewrite this the other way. So I know that I have f on the outside and g is inside of f. Okay, so I like to write it the other way. So that means I have f, and normally there's an x right here. But what's in the place of x? G of x is in the place of x. Well, what is g of x? G of x equals 3x. Okay? So we're replacing the x and the f. So we're replacing this x up here with 3x. So we're going to have 3x minus 1. And that 3x is in the place of x normally, but we're changing it because we're putting g of x in there. So then we just get 3x minus 1. Nothing simplifies, right? There's no like terms there. Okay. Awesome. So let's go to the next one. We have f inside of g, but this time instead of it being an x, so instead of saying g of f of x, we have g of f of 5. So we start with our f equation, and instead of x, so our f of x is normally x minus 1, but what are we replacing that x with? We're going to replace that x with 5, and we get 4. Then we take our g of x equation, which is 3x, and instead of x, what are we going to be putting there? We're going to be putting 4 there. So 3 times 4 is 12, right? We're putting things inside of each other. So we put 5 inside of f, got our answer, and then put it inside of g. Okay, so this was the review. These are all the types of equations that we did. Now, you still have access to the Canvas account that has all of the notes and videos from the first semester. So, throughout any of this, if you ever want extra practice or extra help, go to Canvas. We have all the homework assignments you did, all the note packets we did, all the videos. You can use that to study a little bit, or if you need a little bit of help, okay? So now I want you to go through the practice problems. You can work with those around you, work with the person next to you, but I want you to do these practice problems, okay? And then I want you, that's your homework, is to finish these practice problems, and I want you to turn it in so I know that you are actually doing it and trying, okay? And then we'll go to the next video.